YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Nicolo Rigano, and you are watching my barber dreams. We're back for another tutorial. This is my boy Evan, another barber at the shop with me, and this is a burst fade. So he's growing out his top super long, you know, he's got them curls in there. He wants to kind of grow kind of like a mullet style, and we're just going to fade up the sides here. So for this burst fade, I really wanted to expand it kind of like a true mohawk. So you'll see me bring it, you know, the bald line here, I'll bring it back to pretty much where his neck is, his neckline would be. And you see I'm creating my bald line. I'm going in a circle. It's like a crescent moon shape because I still want to keep that C cup dark. So I'm kind of using my corners, kind of straying away from where the C cup is. And you'll see why I do that later. You know, so I took down the bulk with a 3 guard. And so right now you see what I did with my finger there. That's how I make sure it's even on both sides. You know, I kind of have a point of reference, you know, make sure the other side is just about the same shape as the other. That way it sets me up for when I do the other side. Now we got the foil shavers here, making sure he's nice and clean. Balled him out right from the get. Now we have no guard, blade all the way open. And again, I'm still using my corners. I'm going to go about a ½ inch, still following that crescent moon shape. And now with this guard, you can make this section kind of go back a little bit more into the neck area. Again, that's going to kind of get it to be more spread out, you know, spread out the blend a little bit. It will really make it pop, especially with that longer hair on top. I really love that spread out kind of burst fade look with longer hair. So you see I kind of halfway closed my guard there. You're notching down the guard, you know, slowly taking that first line away, and now I'm just using the corners of the trimmers to get the rest of that. So that's going to blend further. Just gave him a quick line up there. Now we're back to the 1 guard here, all the way open. Same thing, still following that shape, you know, in a flicking motion, using my corners. And again, I'm going back, you know, kind of to his neckline area, kind of making it a skinnier guideline as we go into that portion of it. And I'm also going to put the 2 guard on there all the way open. So I skip the 1.5 guard, go right to the 2 open, and I'm kind of coming off the ridge of the head here. I'm not really going into the bulk of his hair. I'm really just kind of flicking past it, if that makes sense. So this will be where I fade down. So I have the 1 guard on there, put the 2 on there. Now I'm just cleaning up whatever hair is laying over with a clipper over comb. As you can see, he has a lot of hair hanging over. Now I'm back to the 1.5 guard. I'm sorry, starting with the 1.5 guard. Start to blend that section out. And again, I'm still using my corners. So start with that blade open. I slowly notch it all the way down to it's closed to further blend out that line. And now I have the 1 guard back on there. Same deal. And I'm using different pair of clippers here. This is the Babyliss FX. It was a custom clipper I made. Let me know if you guys like to switch back and forth between clippers throughout a cut. I think it helps you kind of see the fade better, as you know, all clippers cut differently. Let me know what you think in the comments. So after the 1 guard, we're at the ½ guard here, all the way open. Again, still using those corners, kind of slowly blending each section out. And don't be afraid to go past that guideline. You know, you really gotta flick past the guideline to take it out. And again, I'm being cautious of keeping that C cup area dark. So I'm kind of fading away from that. You can kind of already see the shape coming together. So I just pointed out the line that I'm going to take out here with no guard, blade all the way open. Again, I start with it all the way open, and I'm notching it down little by little, eventually closing that blade fully. And it is so important to use those corners. I cannot stress that enough, especially doing a burst fade like this and keeping the shape of the guidelines. So now I'm just kind of detailing, switching back before, you know, back in between the ½ guard and no blade open. Always remember to detail. I think these ½ guards and the 1.5 guards are really the key blending guards, is what I'll call them. And you always want to go back after a haircut in detail. That is half the haircut. And you see me working, you know, this area right here. This is the most important part, I think, of a burst fade. You really want to get that to connect so it doesn't look bulky or kind of unfinished. So I spend a lot of time in this area. Again, just kind of going back through my guards, through my system. Then I'll give it a slight line up here at the neckline, kind of like what I was saying. You know, nothing crazy, just enough to kind of finish it all together. And now you'll see him point to his ridge. You know, I kind of wanted to keep that full, so I'll just kind of soften it up with some shear over comb. Really keeping that the still blade moving. Now you just see me doing a technique there. It's just kind of removing some of the bulk and some of the darkness from the fade there. Got that. I got that tip from S-Craft Blends. If you guys follow him, he's a beast. He's on the Tune 45 squad. I'm just giving him a line up here. Of course, once I put the razor on there, it will change it tremendously. Now it's the same steps on the other side, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys follow this. I sped it up a little bit for the video, but it is the same exact steps. So now I'm going to go ahead and put a couple dashes in there for him, a couple lines in the back of his head, you know, to kind of give this cut some flair. You want to kind of put your lines in darker areas of the fade so it kind of pops a little bit more. And sorry for my arm getting in the way there, but what I did there was I flipped my trimmers. So you want to, you know, kind of think of each design line as two sides. So I sharpen up the one line, flip the trimmers to kind of sharpen the rest. And again, once you put the razor on there, it'll make all the difference. So gave him a little hot towel there, and now I'm just razoring it up, detailing. And I do use a shave gel. I use Tune 45 shave gel, of course, but sometimes I like to dry shave. Now I'm using Enhancements, which is of course optional. A lot of people hate on it, but my clients love it, so I will continue to use it. It's just all part of the art, part of the craft, and I make sure it's as natural as possible. As you can see there, it's nothing too crazy. Now I'm using the Torio styling powder from my Barber brand, The Outfit. It's gonna go perfect with his curls. Love the pump feature on this because you can kind of control how much comes out, and also add it to the back of the hair like I do here. So it's gonna add more texture and volume. I'll shake it in his hair. Goes perfectly with this style. If you want to check out more, you can find it at theoutfitformen.com. So this is the before. course these are the results. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate you tuning in today. Drop a comment, hit the like if you learned something, let me know. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss a video. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at Barber Dreams by Riggs, where I drop a lot of heat and content on there. And thank you so much again for watching. Until the next time, we'll see you then.